All right, now to give us more perspective on this and as to how the Republicans, of course, see this conviction, we're being joined by Ms. Jennifer Ewing, who is joining us live from London. She's, of course, the spokesperson for the Republicans overseas. Now, Ms. Ewing, thank you very much indeed for making time out and speaking to us here in WION. Now, this is a question that people from around the world want to perhaps know an answer for. How does the Republican camp view the fact that their top contender, Donald Trump, has been convicted in this case, and going forward, how does it impact his election campaign?
Sure. So the question is, we won't know until, or the answer rather, until November 5th. However, if you're asking from the Republican side, recently they had a poll before the conviction came out. It was a couple days before, asking would a guilty conviction in the Manhattan trial, the one we saw yesterday, change the way you vote? And 67% of the people said no, it would not. It's definitely not going to change the way Trump's supporters vote. And indeed, it most likely will not change the way Republicans vote. And the Democrats were not going to vote for him anyway. So what we're looking at is those independents. And a lot of people just assume that this will hurt Trump, but actually it could help him, because what's at stake here is we've moved beyond this being anything about a bookkeeping record from pre-2016 that was just dragged out, years later after Trump decided he was running for president. And what's really at stake here is the American judicial system. As your report earlier said, during our entire history, we don't prosecute political opponents. And that's what's going on here.
It's interesting that you mentioned that you said that we don't prosecute political opponents. Now, Donald Trump, as soon as that verdict was run out, he came out and said that this is a rigged verdict. And he said that the real verdict will be given by the American people on the 5th of November. Is he now trying to paint himself as a victim of a political witch hunt, where the judicial system in the United States of America is being used against him to put him at a disadvantage? Is this going to be a strategy for going forward?
Absolutely. And, that's actually been what he's saying. You used the word witch hunt and political persecution. And that's absolutely the language and the words that he's been using for, the last year since these indictments started to come out. And again, I'll remind everybody that these 4 big indictments and the charges didn't come out until after Trump said he was running for re-election in 2024. So this is not them going after him as the former president. It's going after him as Joe Biden's top political opponent. And that is not something we do. It's a very, very dangerous, slippery slope.
All right. It will be very interesting as to how things pan out from here. Thank you very much indeed, Ms. Jennifer Ewing, for joining us from London and getting us that perspective there. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.